Hello, everybody. I'm Harold Reynolds. Welcome to our first digital edition of Play Ball. Yes, I'm at my house, and hopefully you're at your home as we're keeping our social distance and trying to get this coronavirus past us and get back to playing ball on the field. So this year, we will continue as we go through this virus to bring you Play Ball every Saturday from our living rooms and hopefully to your living room. This week's first guest will be Howie Kendrick. Yes, the World Series hero. Remember the big home run he hit in Houston in that ball game? We're going to talk with Howie. Earlier in the year, I got a chance to spend some time with him as I went to his house in Arizona, and I played wiffle ball, saw his cars, and got a chance to see his photo collection. Pretty impressive stuff. So I caught up to Howie recently to see what he's been up to during this time off and what he's doing to get back to playing baseball. Hey, Howie, man, I'm surprised that we're sitting here. I'm in my house, you're in your house this time of year. Here we are in April. You're supposed to be playing baseball games right now, but are you keeping your proper social distancing and washing your hands and everything?
Man, I think I've washed my hands more time in the past few months than I have my whole life. I mean, obviously this is a scary time for everybody, and we'd want to be playing baseball, but given the circumstances with this whole thing going on, you got to be safe. You got to do your part, and me staying home is me doing my part. So it sucks that baseball's not happening, but I'm pretty sure we'll be back out there soon.
This was the last thing I was expecting when I left your house in Arizona earlier this year when we got a chance to visit. Even before that, though, you had a decision to make when I was in Arizona before with what team you're going to go end up being with. You were a free agent. A lot of clubs were calling you. How did you settle on going back with the Nationals?
You know what? It feels like home to me there. I love Davey Martinez. I love the team, love the city. We had a great atmosphere there, and then winning the World Series there, that's a dream come true. And, like I said, I have a good connection with everybody there. I know how the team runs. I know the front office people, and, it's a great fit for me. So it was a really easy decision. Had a lot of other good teams after me. But at the end of the day, I knew I wanted to be back in D.C., and, I credit Mike Rizzo for making that happen.
So how are you staying in shape? What are you doing right now to get ready when you come back to play?
I've been able to work out 4 days a week. I've been on my road bike trying to get my cardio in. I've been doing some running, chasing my kids around. That's keeping me in shape. They keep me on my toes. You do the most you can to try to stay in shape. And I think the biggest thing is just trying not to get sick. I think that's the worst thing you can do at this time, because then you're going to be shut down for a few days. So I try to get in the cage, hit a little bit, do some tee work. I work with my kids here and there. One of them pitches. The other one likes to play football, so I throw some passes, keep my arm in shape a little bit. So I have fun in the yard with the kids. We set up some obstacle course stuff, and, we have fun.
Well, they're competitive, and I learned it firsthand playing wiffle ball with them. That was the highlight of the winter when I got a chance to go out to Arizona and spend time with them. Talk to us about what they've been saying about that wiffle game since that time.
You know what? They've been like, when's the show going to come on? When's the show come on? You need to text Harold. And then one of our friends that lives up the street from us, he's been asking him, hey, when's your show going to air? And I told him the other day after you text me, I said, hey, your show's going to be on this weekend. And they're like, oh, really? Really? So they got everybody queued up now, ready for the show. Then they go and big league me, like they said today. I was like, hey, man, I'm going to go on the show with Harold. Oh, no, I'm busy, Dad. I'm busy.
Well, one of our favorite segments here is called Sandlot to the Show. And we go back and we look at some young players submit videos to us. We look at their swings, their throws, their catches. You want to do this with me for a little bit?
Oh, sure. Why not?
All right, well, let's cue up a couple of them here. Let's look at the first one. We got a youngster here that is taking some swings in slow motion and getting on top of that ball. Is that what you teach sometimes, Howie, getting on top of that?
Oh, it's always important. I was watching him, man. He's got a nice swing. He stays through the zone, gets on top of the ball. I think that's really important. The more chances you got to stay through that zone, get on top of the ball, I think he'll be all right in the long run.
Hey, well, the girls are not to be outdone. They're not getting left in the dust. Check out this young lady's swing right here. What do you think of this swing?
Oh, that's perfect. I mean, she's getting through. Got some bat speed working there, and she's just torquing it through the zone. I mean, definitely a nice swing. It might be better than my son's swing.
I'm telling you, your son can swing it too, so that's quite a compliment. But as you and I both know, being infielders, you got to play both sides of the ball. So you got to be able to catch it too. So let's look at some defense here from this young man right here catching the ball.
Definitely clean. I mean, you got to be able to field it, catch it, throw it. I mean, your pitchers are going to love you if you can do that. So I think he won't have any problem as long as he can catch it and throw it.
Well, Howie, always great talking with you. You're so gracious with your time and allowing your family to let me come out there and hang out. So let's take a look now, folks, as we see Circle the Bases this Saturday with Howie and his kids. A little preview for play ball. Hey, now it's time to circle the bases.
First base. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I'd say, man, having the ability to fly would be really cool. You know, if I could fly, I mean, then you can go anywhere. Be like Superman.
I like that. I like that.
Howie Kendrick. See you later. He tattooed that baby with authority.
All right, Tyson, take us to second base.
Second base. What is the hardest laugh you've ever done in a baseball game?
You know, the hardest I've ever laughed during the baseball game is watching a guy run around first base and trip over first base and fall and dive. And now he can't get a double because he tripped over the base.
Mickey takes the turn and stumbles. The old turf monster got him.
All right, Owen, take us to third base.
Third base. If you could drive the fastest car in the world, how would you drive it?
Flat out, man. You got to get on the freeway and just hopefully it's the longest stretch of road you can get. I know the Texas Mile is one of those long stretches like that. I'd try to put the pedal to the metal. And that's me and Adam Eaton right there in the dugout, man.
Well, don't forget your driving, buddy. Best Uber ever.
All right, Tyson, take us home with a hard question for Dad.
Okay. Home. Who is your favorite kid?
My favorite kid is the both of you. So if I can put you both together and make one, you'd be my favorite kid.
There you go. Dad's not going to play that political game. Come on, man. Who asked that question anyway? That's it with the Kendrick family. How cool was that? Well, that was pretty cool. Thanks for checking out our first edition of our digital play ball. So this Saturday, Howie Kendrick will be on, and we'll show you the full length of that show on MLB Network. We'll see you then. Take care, have a great week, and be safe.